guys, what's going on? Troll Pal CHH here. Now, typically when I don't review horror films, I try to go out into the living room where you can see just all my non-horror collection, but because of our big Black Friday sale with You Need Candles, the table is a mess with candles, so I'm in here. But I want to thank Paramount for sending this out for me to do an early review for you guys. Today we are talking about one of the biggest movies ever, James Cameron's Titanic. And we are looking at the special collector's edition, the 25th anniversary collector's edition for Titanic. We're going to look at everything that's in here. I'm going to talk to you guys about the audio, the picture quality, the special features, my reaction to seeing this movie in 4K, all that sort of thing. I don't need to introduce the Titanic. The only way I would need to is if you were literally living under a rock. Titanic is a movie that everybody had as a kid. Whether you were a kid in the 90s or an adult, you had the double VHS. It was a part of everybody's life. It was the biggest movie on earth. James Cameron literally rolled the dice, gave up his salary as a director to continue funding this movie because it came so out of control. Paramount, I think, even had to get help from another studio to pay for Titanic, the movie. But all ended up well. It became one of the biggest movies ever. So it's the 25th anniversary. It's crazy. You know, but this is the Superfan Collector's Edition. So it actually is somewhat like one of those steel books where you got this cover. So you're going to take this off. There's nothing on the back of this. Let's go slow. Look at everything in here. You're going to take this off. And then you get this beautiful image of these two lovely people, the stars of the film. And what's beautiful about this is Winslet and Leo, like, it almost looks like this. First off, it's a really nice, thick, long box. You see, you get your Paramount 20th Century Fox logo right there, and that's also Lightstorm Entertainment. On the side, you've got the Paramount logo, Titanic 25th Anniversary, 4K UHD right there. And this, what really blew me away was when I was looking at this, I was like, oh my god, this looks like it's a painting. And it almost feels like canvas. Like, it looks like one of those canvas paintings that you could, it almost looks like you could hang this on the wall, like a piece of art. So that was really impressive. So, when I saw that, I was like, wow, and it really is beautiful. Beautiful image. So then on the inside, you got your contents right here. So there's two things you're going to pull out. The first one is this. This is the additive stuff. So we'll look at all of this first. Then we'll look at the other thing. Let me set this to the side real quick. So look at this. White Star Line. This is all kinds of cool stuff from the movie, obviously. Oceanic Steam Navigation Company Limited of Great Britain. Really cool. And so it looks like a big envelope. So what we'll do is we'll open up this envelope. You gotta be a little bit careful, that way you don't rip your little bin right there. So this is gonna open up, and there is all kinds of cool stuff in here. We're just gonna start pulling from the top, and we're gonna go through everything in here, guys. So check this out. First class dinner. It's got the menu that they eat at in the at dinner. It's really cool. Filet mignons, lily saute of chicken, vegetable marrow, farce, lamb, minced salt. Like, it's an old school menu. Really cool. This is what kind of choked me up a little bit seeing this, because it just got me. Make it count. Meet me at the clock. Oh. As I got older, you know, the Titanic, when I was a kid, I never wanted to watch the movie because everybody would just get sad watching it. And truthfully, when all that submersible stuff happened, it garnered all this new interest in the Titanic story again, and the Titanic. So I revisited the film, guys, and it's, as an adult, as a 31-year-old now, it's so powerful. I mean, I get it. If I had saw that movie in the theater at my age now, I'd have been crying. There's no doubt about it. Oh, this is cool. This is the second class dinner menu. And you can see that the menus, the first class menu, there's a lot more options. The food's are much harder to pronounce on the first class menu. But they got some cool stuff. They got plum pudding, wine, jelly, coconut sandwiches, American ice cream, assorted nuts, fresh fruit, cheese, biscuits, baked haddock, sharp sauce, curried chicken and rice. So that is really cool. Yeah. There's a lot more, guys. Third class breakfast. Here's the third class breakfast from the White Star Line. Oatmeal, porridge and milk, smoked herrings, jacket potatoes, ham and eggs, fresh bread, rice soup, cabin biscuits, roast beef, brown gravy. So that's really cool. So you get 3 menus. You get your first class, second class, and third class. And then you get your, make it count, but there's more. Wow. It's just like a bunch of props, like replica props from the movie. The Titanic launch ticket to be given at the gate. Wow. And on the back, it just has like Paramount Pictures and stuff in the lower third right there. Really cool. Third class White Star Line. Passenger's contract ticket. And with James Cameron's involvement of this, I'm sure this stuff is exactly like what it is from the movie. That's so cool. Wow. Oh. The note. Darling, now you can keep us both locked. And you're safe, Rose. On board the RMS Titanic. That's cool. If you're a big fan, like I know that. So what's interesting was when I posted this on Instagram, a Titanic fan page saw it, and they were asking me, "Hey, are you doing a review of this?" Because I know I'm getting a review copy, so obviously this is out early. There is, and I know there's a Titanic fan. Please, somebody make sure the Titanic fan 97 guy. Titanic on VHS, whoever that guy is, make sure he sees this video. Somebody get this video to that guy who's got the room full of Titanic VHS tapes. I love that guy's TikTok. He's so funny. I'm actually a musician, so I can read this. I took music and music theory in high school and a little bit of college before I dropped out, but I know how to read music. I've been a musician for the majority of my 31 years on this earth, which is pretty cool. But that's cool. I wonder what some of the hardcore Titanic collectors and fans will think about this. Because to me, it's just kind of cool to see it on paper, sheet music. But okay, there's something else in here, guys. Oh, this is like a blueprint of the ship. Very cool. Oh, she's a pistol cow. So it's got markers of where on the boat scenes took place. This is exquisite work. Rose, do it. I want you to draw me. Obviously, this took place right, almost dead center in the boat. That scene. I will always win, Jack, one way or the other. That's really cool. It took me a second to... I'm the king of the world right there. Right there. That's the bow, right? And the stern is the back. Am I right about that? Oh, look at that. You think a first-class girl can't drink? Lower in the ship. Make each day count. That's cool. Because, you know, I guarantee you Cameron probably had all this stuff figured out in his head and, like, where scenes would take place and which part of the boat and stuff like that. That's really cool. That's really cool. So that is everything in that manila... Not manila, but that envelope. Really cool stuff. And like I said, the super fans of this movie are probably going to really dig this set. Okay? Alright, so, like I said, be kind of careful opening that. Kind of squeeze in and pop it up to kind of pull it out. Don't pull too hard because you can tear that. So be very careful with that. And again, we're going to grab this again. We're going to pull out what's in here. Alright. And those are the two things in there. This is pretty solid. Like I said, it's like a painting, but I don't want to repeat myself too much. So, Titanic 25th anniversary. You know, very, very expensive feeling book. Very impressive. And we'll go through this page by page, guys. Make sure all the fans can see everything in here. Look at that. The high-res images on here are pretty impressive. Little snippets from the script. She's a pistol cow. Kathy. Everybody loves Kathy Bates. I know I do. Oh, look at that. That's behind the scenes. You can see everybody working on the ship. Really cool. Think a first-class girl can't drink? I love that part of the movie. Really cool images. Our boy Bill. God, we miss him. We all miss him so much. There you go. Make sure there's no nudity in here. There's not. There you go. Got a few more pages, guys. The quality on the book is really, really, really nice. Billy Zane. He really makes you not like him in this movie, I'll tell you that. But Rose's mom is like, to me, she's evil. You know? That's really everybody in wetsuits working. That's crazy. That's an expensive picture, just looking at it. How much money that all cost. I'll Never Let Go. Aerial shots of everything. There's James in the water. Man, that's something else. There's a final shot of James Cameron with them two. Very cool. Alright, guys. So, when Paramount sends me stuff to review, they never say, hey, Christian, just say only positive things. Don't talk about anything negative. They send it to me to review. With that being said, there's one thing, just one thing, I don't love about this set. It would be this, in terms of presentation alone, because I haven't talked about the picture quality and stuff yet, but in terms of presentation, this would have been such a perfect 10 out of 10 release, especially for superfans. The only thing I don't like is this right here. Getting the discs out of these things are very challenging. It's very, very stiff. And then these are going to weaken over time. I get that, but you really almost have to bend into the book a little bit to get the discs out. Now, they're not scratched or anything. The discs are, there's no scratching or anything on the disc, but as you can see, I have a little bit of trouble. But, you know, once you get them out, boom. Like I said, the discs are very clean, so it's not like they're getting scratched, but that is my only gripe is, I was never a fan of this. And you can kind of push on them and put them up, then you'll get smudging and stuff like that, and you just don't want your discs to skip or anything, obviously. But it is 2 discs. You get your 4K with your movie, obviously, and all your special features are on this disc right here. And we're going to look at the menu screen because there is documentaries, more than one, about this. There is, I think they even promoted it on the back sheet. There's like a lot of hours of bonus material. A lot. So we're actually going to show you guys the menu. That way you can see firsthand what it looks like and what's available. So let's go do that, then we'll come back. Oh, I should mention on the movie disc, or disc 1 rather, you get 3 commentaries on there. And the first one I want to show is you get a historical commentary with Don Lynch and Ken Marshall from 2005. You get a cast and crew commentary, which also came out in 2005. And then you get one with James himself from 2005. Alright guys, so when you put in your bonus disc, the first thing you'll see is documentaries. And you have 3. Titanic Stories from the Heart, Reflections on Titanic, and Titanic 25 Years Later with James Cameron. I watched all 3 of these. Loved them. They were great. You've got your deleted scenes. And you can have a James Cameron commentary on those, but there was a lot of deleted scenes you can go through. Some of them were really cool. I had never seen the deleted scene stuff before for this. So then you also have production. You've got behind-the-scenes presentations, additional behind-the-scenes deep dive presentations, A Ship's Odyssey, the Titanic crew video, Videomatics, visual effects, and then you've got archives, trailer presentation hosted by John Landau, music video with Celine Dion, still galleries, and credits. So you have hours of entertainment. Alright guys, so as you can see, you get a lot of stuff to watch with this release. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Does this movie look good on 4K? I was so nervous to watch this on 4K. I really was, because, you know, in the past we've known about that Terminator 2 not looking great. This looked, guys, take a deep breath. This was incredible. I was trying to find another word to use, but no. Titanic looked, it definitely was a perfect 10 to me. I was looking at a few people that have been able to watch this so far, and literally everybody that saw this before me said the same thing. The only thing I saw one person say was they thought it looked a little too sharp, but I genuinely didn't feel that way at all. I thought that this just looked like an incredible 4K, and I mean incredible. And it should, right? This is Titanic. If any movie needs to be a perfect 4K, it's got to be Titanic. What's a bigger movie than Titanic? There's not a lot. So the bar needed to be set for a 10 at this, and you get it. Again, the audio, you have Dolby audio. It's incredible, guys. I mean, it is truly an experience watching Titanic in 4K. Even the stuff that I think is digital, like the ship going towards the iceberg and stuff, it's just, man. But when you get the shots at night, the clarity in the nighttime is what's really, really impressive. Especially you get a shot where Jack is, he's chained up. David Warner's got the bullet, and it's just going down on the table because the boat's now leaning. You get this shot going towards the boat where the boat's kind of down. You see the water halfway through the window where Jack's at. It's just like, wow. You feel like you could reach out and touch the boat. It's immaculate. It's immaculate. So it's, you know, there is a standard version of Titanic on 4K. I think I know you can get. But for the super fans, and I want to thank again Paramount for giving me the opportunity to review this release of Titanic. It's just very, very impressive. For the super fans, I think you're really going to like this. Like I said, the way those discs go in are a little... give me CD cases or something. I'm really not a fan of that. And I don't think any physical media person is, quite frankly. So besides that, I literally have nothing to complain about. The movie looks perfect. It sounds incredible. The packaging on this is just gorgeous. Like I said, this looks like a painting. Paramount really, you know, put in the effort to make a gorgeous release. So I will give it to them. For the super fans of this movie, I definitely recommend spending the money and getting it. I mean, if you're a super fan, you're gonna love this. But for the physical media people that want to own Titanic and are just waiting to see if it looks good because of the stuff that happened with Terminator 2, I can put my name on it. Titanic looks incredible in 4K. Incredible. So, again, I want to thank Paramount for the opportunity. Beautiful release, guys. Titanic, 25th anniversary. Super release right here. Amazing film. Amazing film. Thank you guys for watching this. Titanic, what can you say? Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.